Hello everybody, and welcome to another video. This time around I'll be unboxing the Stadia Premier Edition, and that's the Stadia hardware that comes with the controller, the wireless controller that links directly to the Google service, as well as the Chromecast Ultra. So this is what most of the Pro members will be using to play on Stadia. And if you're not aware of Stadia by now, just to give you a brief overview, Stadia is an online subscription where you can buy games and play instantly. No downloads, no loading times. It's just on their server that you can play and play on any device, as long as it's supported, of course. So let's get into it. So front page, as you can see, it's got the controller there, Google logo, Stadia logo, and on this side, I can turn around. On this side, we've got what is included, which, as you can see, there is the Stadia controller, the Google Chromecast Ultra, and then that shows briefly all the capabilities, as well as the dimension, as well as Google Assistant, as well as a lithium battery that it comes with. Okay, let's have a look at the other side, which just briefly shows someone handling and playing a game with the controller. And then on the back, it just simply says one place for all the ways we play. And then at the bottom, we've got just general information, as well as a few barcodes here or there. And that's it. So let's open this up. Gonna use the pen, the tip of the pen, to scratch through. And once you scratch through, you can then use this to peel it open. Now that that's open, at least this is a change from the scissors I tried using in the unboxing of the DualSense controller. If you haven't seen the video, it'll be linked in the channel, in my channel. So there it is. Now to open it up, let's just slide it out. Right there, that's the wireless Stadia controller, Google Stadia controller, and the color underneath the analog sticks are a little bit peachy. The videos and pictures and other forums I've seen, it looks orange to me in other pictures, but right here looking at it now, I don't know if it comes through to you guys in this video. It looks like a peach color rather than an orange color. So let's pick that controller, put the box aside. We'll come back to the remaining contents. Whew. It feels rather comforting. The buttons are very tactile, D-pad tactile, very comfortable to use in the hand. It feels natural in the hand, and I believe that's the right there, that's the microphone. That's the 3.5 audio jack that you use to plug into the headphone, and we've got 4 other buttons, which in my opinion are a little tiny, you know, for someone that might have a maybe a bigger thumbs. And so I believe that's the Google Assistant button right there, and that's for capturing any pictures. That's options, and not sure what that is, to be honest, but that's definitely for like options or the settings. So going to the menu, the main menu, and it's probably the only other wireless controller that I have that also has the L1, R1, then L2, R2 on the triggers and bumpers. So that means maybe PlayStation hasn't trademarked those four buttons, which means they are allowed to use it. Yeah, so it feels very, very comfortable in the hand. It's got some curves to it towards the back, which makes it a lot more comfortable. It's a slight white Google logo at the back, and it feels a little bit smaller than other controllers I've ever handled before, especially the bottom here, these two bottom here. By the time I grab to it, my thumb's already reaching for the top. And then if I slightly pushes it down a little bit, then that makes it much more easier. Right, just put that to the side for a moment. Come back to the box. Readjust my camera stand. There we go. Okay, so I love the indent on where the controller was. Just to pull that out, we have got the power brick, which is maybe stuck to the box at the moment, but I guess I'm gonna figure it out. Ah, there it is, right there. That comes out. Yeah, that was right in there before. So that comes out, and this just comes out naturally out of the cardboard. Yeah, that's it. That's the fabric. There isn't any information on the side and the top except for the button there. Trying to see if I can. Yep, I can. Yep, that's it. And then what else do we have in the box? We have the USB type A to type C connection. Yeah. Guess nothing special there. What else do we have in the box? Right, this must be the instruction manual. This this is the Google Chromecast Ultra. Very, very good. This is the first time that I'll be interacting with this. I've never had one before. I've had Chromecast before, but not the current generation of Chromecast Ultra. Put that right there. And then this, I believe, is the power brick, as well as where the Ethernet connection will go into. I'm guessing if you're not using wireless connection on the Chromecast, if you want to plug it in directly, which makes sense really. And that's pretty much it. If we just have a quick look at the instruction manual, we can get it out. So the instruction manual, get that open, put the box to the side. There we go. So it says Google Stadia controller, and then you got the general instruction of what's included, what's inside, and we've got the instruction on how to connect, and then the basic safety and guidance. Alright, that's pretty much it, and just gonna do a short comparison before we end the video. So this, as I said, is the Google Stadia wireless controller. Put that there. This is the DualShock 4, which I happen to have in white. I've had that for quite a long while now. Yeah, just push that to the side a little bit, like so. And then this is the DualSense controller, all 3 white controllers. I've got to say that the white color on the Google Stadia controller is about the same white color on the DualShock that I have here, in case you're wondering. It's a normal white, but on the Google Stadia we have a little bit of a matte design, but the matte at the bottom here is much more noticeable than the one on the top. Obviously that's to help the grip, whereas on this is a little bit of a grayish, bluish looking white color on the DualSense controller. So there isn't a huge difference when it comes to all of these controllers here, except for the corresponding devices that they connect to. So that gives you a general idea of what the size of the controller looks like. Okay, and finally we have the 2 different Google Chromecasts that I currently own. The bottom one is obviously the very first Google Chromecast. That's the first generation Google Chromecast, if I'm not wrong. And that one, if I'm not wrong, supports a maximum of 720 pixels. Whereas this new one I've just got that came with the Stadia Premier Edition is the Google Chromecast Ultra. And this is the one, due to the Ultra, makes possible 4K video streaming using Google Chromecast. Alright, that's it for me. Until we see on the next video, take care of yourself.